This is the space between our top-down 2D indie combat game, and it's time for a new level. We started off with the Lonely City, an abandoned, foggy, gigantic city, and for the next level I wanted to make these really cool underground tunnels, the maintenance tunnels. It was one of our first ideas in making the game, and when I think of underground tunnels in a liminal kind of vibe area, I think of those underground tunnels of malls and hospitals that you see in those urban exploring videos on YouTube. And so I wanted to make an underground hospital or tunnels from an underground hospital. And so you can access these by going to the mall, and they were used by this secret society for genetic experimentation to try and escape the space between. I started out by making a map with Delta, and for this level I also taught Delta how to build in Unity, which was great because finally I don't have to do it all by myself, but I did do a large portion of it, just cranked it out in a weekend, and it did take a while, and it's a lot of doors to set up, so they kept breaking, and sometimes they wouldn't take you to the right place, or it would just break and not take you anywhere. But eventually I got it. The hospital also has a lot of objects in it, and while building it I realized that it was finally time to rework the sprite system we have, which I did a video on. Polygon colliders in Unity solved it, and it was amazing, and they're awesome. I love them. And something important to remember is that this is just a small portion of the larger maintenance tunnels level, which we're gonna have a lot more on soon. That's our next goal coming up. It's gonna be these cool abandoned underground work tunnels, and they're gonna look awesome. And we have some really cool and also terrifying boss fights planned. Speaking of which, the hospital's boss is Entity 107, who I did a little short on of the progress of making him. He's this failed experiment that caused the hospital to shut down. I'll have more on him in his full video once we make his boss fight. It's going to be amazing and terrifying. But that's mostly it. I'll see you in the next one.